Hey y'all, I just saw a sign at Trader Joe's written out really big on a chalkboard that says, "Service animals welcome, no pets." Now y'all, it used to be if you had an ESA, emotional support animal. Yes, I look terrible today. That's why you're getting to look at Oceanside, California. Anyway, it used to be that you could take and I kept a letter in my purse, which they weren't supposed to ask you for one, but now ESAs are not allowed. I don't, and there are websites, y'all, where you can go and you can get fake service animal vests and letters too, I think, signed by some doctor. And you pay for that. In fact, I had a friend that did it a few years ago, and I said, "I can't believe you're doing that. You are a straight up Christian man, and I just can't believe you're doing that." "Well, I like him to go everywhere with me." And I'm like, "Well, I understand that." But anyway, if they looked at it very closely, they'd be able to tell it was a fake. And I just wouldn't do that. That's the main reason that I started using the Walmart service, bringing your groceries out and putting them in your van or your car or whatever, is because I would take Miss Hazel with me anywhere, and I had a letter for her and for the little guy before her. So for years and years and years, I have had an emotional support animal. But the laws have changed in the last couple of years. Can you smell my onion rings? Can you? Aww. Anyway, I need to get home really quick because we just picked up groceries, and my Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia is going to be melted. You know what that means. I get home with melty ice cream. I get a big spoon now. Anyway, so I just thought that was interesting because you do see people like the grocery store down by me, Smart and Final. I see people with their dogs in there all the time. Now, like I said, took Hazel with me everywhere, and I never had a problem. But I did not like taking her in the grocery department. I just felt like, even though she was clean and she was groomed and she was flea free and she did not shed, I mean, she was the perfect little dog to take in a grocery store, but I still did not feel right doing that. So as soon as Walmart started their service, I started using it, and I will probably always use it. And I also am going to try to cover this before we get home. Y'all, you know how blessed I am to have my little cottage. And without my angels from God, it would not be possible. And I am so grateful. I mean, every morning when I wake up, I thank God for a new, beautiful day and for all of my blessings, which are so many that I could not even count them. I love working in my yard. I've got another big project going, y'all, and I'm going to see if Jerry will help me make a video this afternoon or this evening. But anyway, when you think about something or you get something, you start noticing them everywhere. And for some reason, I've just been looking at, dang, we're going down to one lane on El Camino Real. What else? What was I trying to say? Oh, I looked at a couple little Campervans and Class C's. I didn't go look at them. I just looked at them online. Today I saw four, and they didn't look like a Class C, but they were more than a van. Now, I'm not talking about a pleasure way or anything like that, an old crappy used one is $80,000, and they're so claustrophobic. But anyway, I saw 3 or 4 today, and there's still that part of me that misses that kind of life. Now, living out in the desert like some people do, in fact, a lot of people do, that is not my deal. No. But, and it is such a simple life. Such a simple life. And if I don't get my channel back up the way it used to be, that might be something that I do again. And I don't want to say have to do, because to me it's not a have to thing. Even if I have to, I would love it. I mean, you have nothing to take care of. It's just the most simple, peaceful lifestyle. I mean, it's amazing. That's why, y'all, I never had trouble making videos, and I certainly never had trouble answering comments and, doing all that stuff. And if I'd have been smart enough, I would have been editing. But we just don't go there. The brain cell takes off every time I think about it. But y'all, there's that part of me, no matter how much I love my little cottage, and I am trying my best, y'all, to get things pared down so that it's not so much work, so that there are not things that I feel like are hanging over my head, things that I feel guilty about because they need to be done and I haven't done them. So it is, and y'all know this, I mean, none of y'all live in a van or on wheels, I don't think, but you have apartments to keep up. It seems like stuff to do all the time. And I do like to stay busy. I do. I was just telling my neighbor Karen the other day, I said, I just have to have something to do. They're doing road work out here. Sorry, Ted, that window goes up. He's such a good boy, y'all. He has to wear diapers quite a bit of the time, but it keeps me from, I'll tell you what happened the other day. Now, when I see that he's hiked his leg on something in the house, it does aggravate me. I'm not going to lie about that. Of course it does. If he squatted and peed, it'd be a lot better, but he doesn't, and thank the good Lord for his little short legs. But he had peed, and I didn't see it. And I was vacuuming before I went to bed. I wanted to vacuum and mop so the next day I could get up and get outside. A little lizard told me the other day, Deb, don't come out here in our yard before you brush your teeth. And I'm not going to lie about that either, y'all. I have gone out with Teddy and did a little something while he was taking a pee-pee or a poop, and I got started and I just kept going. So anyway, the little lizard put me in check. But I'm telling you, that lifestyle, it's not perfect. Let me not hit this man on his bicycle. So, he lives here in our park, I think. There's several people that live here in the park, and they ride their bicycles all over the park all the time. And I just think that is so cool. Let me see if I can back into this spot. I don't have to worry about my mailbox anymore because I took it down and I broke up the concrete. Jerry did the last little bit for me because it was not budging too well. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I just, it would not bother me in the least to have to take up that lifestyle again. But when I moved in here, I was making, I consider it a lot of money with the channel. Y'all were making it possible for me. And I was making like $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month. And that's how I started living here and getting things for the cottage, and Lord knows for the yard. So anyway, y'all, I don't know, I just saw all those little camper vans, or whatever you want to call them. I did see one Class C, and it had the tiniest, it was this older gentleman, and he had the tiniest little reddish brown Chihuahua. It was one of those, what you call them, I can't think of it. They inbreed their dogs to get them that tiny. Anyway, she was cute as a button, but she sure could bark. And this gentleman had one, and I remember thinking, oh wow, I would have eaten a little differently if I could have pulled up at Walmart and got my stuff. Because back then, Hazel was okay in the van by herself long enough for me to go into Walmart and get what I needed. But anyway, y'all, I love you. I have a ton of videos to put out. I've got this huge project that I'm going to tell y'all about. And still, of course, I have a bunch at home. And I'm going to do a little walkthrough of the yard and show you a couple of things that I've done. And last night, Jerry came over to do something for me, and I said, "You know, I'm getting to the end." He said, "You know, you said that 2 years ago." Smart Alec. Anyway, love y'all. Do something fun today and make yourself happy. You can't depend on others for that. I will talk to y'all later. Bye now.